In this video, we are going to see how to add new Jotform submissions in Airtable. So let's say you're using Jotform as a form builder application and you wish that every time there is a new submission, so this data should be added as a record in your Airtable, which is a data organizing application. Now, how would you do this? For this, to add this record, you will have to integrate these two applications. This can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here, your trigger application would be Jotform and your action application would be Airtable. Now, how you're going to do it yourself? For that, let me take you to my screen. So let us begin with the process. The first thing that we have to do is we have to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we click on enter, it will take us to the landing page of the software. On the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, you can simply sign in, and if you are a new user, then you will have to sign up for free. So as you sign up, you will not take more than 2 minutes, and at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. Since I'm an existing user here, I'm going to sign in, and now it has taken me to the All Apps page. Here, since we are doing this integration using Pabbly Connect software, let's click on Access Now, and now it has taken us to the dashboard of the software. Now here on the right hand side, you can see Create Workflow. So we are going to click on this tab and a dialog box appears which is asking us to name this workflow. So here we wish to add Jotform submissions in Airtable. So I'm going to write Jotform submissions to Airtable, and now let's click on create. So once done, here you can see another window has appeared which has two very important events, trigger and action. Triggers and actions are basically those two concepts or principles on which this entire automation works. Trigger says when this happens and action says do this. Basically, action is the response of trigger. So here I'm going to now select my trigger application as Jotform. Let's click on this, and now the trigger event. So the trigger event would be new response. So once done, here we have received this webhook URL. So what do we need to do? This webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect the two applications, Jotform and Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to copy this, and now what is it asking? That open your form in the form builder and click on the settings tab, go to the integration, search for the webhook and paste the above webhook URL in add webhook field. So now I'm going to take you to my Jotform account. And here you can see that I have already created a few forms, and this is my registration form. I'm going to click on edit form here. Now this is my form. So I have got this is the form for the business leads, and then we have name, first name, last name, email address, phone number and department. To now have this integration, I have to click on settings. Once done, here on the left hand side you can see integrations. Let's click on this. Next step is we have to click on this webhooks. Once done, here we are going to click on edit integration, and now the webhook that we have just received here, I'm going to copy this and paste it here, and then click on complete integration. So here you can see that the integration is ready. Now going back to Pabbly Connect, so now it is saying that we have to log into the application and do a test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So I'm going to click on waiting for webhook response, and let's go back to Jotform. Here I'm going to click on this preview form. Now this is our form. So let's fill in the data. So let's say the name is test lead and the last name is new. Then we have the email address. So it is testlead@pabblytudes.com. Then we have the phone number. So let's say this is the phone number, and we have the department. So let's say the department is finance. Now let's click on submit. So the moment we have done this and we go back to Pabbly Connect, here we can see that we have received the response. So this is the information and the test lead, new first name, second name, then the email address, phone number. We have received all the information. Now I'm going to choose my next application as Airtable. Let's click on this. And now the action event would be to create a record in the table. Now let's click on connect. And here I'm going to click on add new connection because Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Airtable account. And now here you can see that we need a token, and we will get this token like this API key from the account section. So let's click on this account section, and if I scroll down, here is our API key. So let's copy this and paste it here. Now I'm going to click on save. So now it is saying that Airtable and Pabbly Connect, these two applications are connected, and we have to now map the data. So basically here you can see base ID. What is this base ID? To understand this, I'm going to take you to my Airtable account. And here you can see, so I have got different workspaces. So let's say that I have selected Pabbly Connect 2. And here we have got different forms. So I already have created this Jotform submission table over here. I'm going to click and show you. So this is the name of the form, Jotform submissions, and here I have already created 2 leads. Basically, the information has already been registered here. Now, going back to Pabbly Connect, I'm going to select this. So it is Jotform submissions. Let's click on this, and now you can see that it has already taken the table name, which is data received. Now we have to map the data. Mapping basically means that the information that we have already received in the previous steps, we are going to retrieve it. So here the first name would be, let me write name. This is test lead, and the last name here, name. So this is new, and then we have the email address. So again we are going to click on this, and this is the email address, and then we have to enter the contact number. So again the number here is this. So once done, then the department, and I'm going to click on this, then the department, here it is finance. So basically we have filled in the information, and now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So as soon as I've done that, I have received the API response. Now what should happen? This information should be registered in the Airtable account. So I'm going to take you to my Airtable account. So here it is. You can see that we have got the information here in our table. Name is test lead new. This is the email address, contact number, and then the department, which means that this integration is now successful, but we also have to check it in real time. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in another form. So let's refresh this page, and here we have another form. So I'm going to now fill in the information. Let's say the name is creative, last name is head, then we have the email address, then we have the phone number, and let's say the department this time is marketing. So let's click on submit. So once done, what should happen? This information should be added in our Airtable account. So let's go there and see. So we have received the information, creative head, and this is the email address, contact number, and the department. So this basically means that this entire process is a success. The two applications, Airtable and Jotform, these are totally integrated. So this is just a one-time setup. You do not have to do this again and again. Now, every time there is a new response on Jotform, it will automatically be created as a record in Airtable. So let's understand the process once again. Our trigger application was Jotform, and the event was new response. And then the second application, action application, was Airtable, and our event was create record. I hope we are absolutely clear with this. In case of any doubt, you can refer to this workflow. It is given in the video description. You can even clone the same workflow and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have got any advice or suggestions, then you can always write to us.